Hello, Algebra 1. Working with Pythagorean theorem. This might be something you've worked with before, so this might be a review. Might need a refresher on it. Pythagorean theorem. You should remember that is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, to solve problems, your objectives today is to solve problems using the Pythagorean theorem and to identify right triangles. Okay, vocab, hypotenuse, the side opposite to the right angle. So if you have a right triangle, this side is your hypotenuse. Okay, legs are the sides forming the right angle, so this would be a leg, this would be a leg. Okay, Pythagorean theorem on other sides. Oh, it's on the other side of the sheet. And if then, our condition is an if then statement, such as if an animal is a horse, then it has 4 legs. And you will see a lot of those once you get into geometry. This whole section, section there, or lessons kind of on some of the stuff you'd see in geometry. Hypothesis is the part that follows if, and the conclusion is the part that follows the then. So this would be your conclusion. This would be your hypothesis. So, that being said, in any right triangle, the sum of the squares of the lengths of the legs is equal to the square of the length of the hypotenuse. So algebra way would be a to the second plus b to the second equals c to the second. So that is your formula we will use today. Okay, finding the length of the hypotenuse. The tiles at right are sequenced with 6-inch sides. What is the length of the hypotenuse of the 4 triangles shown? Well, obviously I didn't grab the picture of the book, so let's see. And I created this a while ago. I can't believe I didn't get this one. The other ones are pretty well done this last week. So hopefully that is better. Okay, so we have a tile that is 6 inches, and I probably could have did this just based off of reading, but this is my tile. It is 6 inches by 6 inches. So we want to know what the length of the hypotenuse of a right triangle would be. So this would be our right triangle right here. So we'd have 6 squared, because that's a leg. This is also a leg, plus 6 equals c to the second. Okay, 36 plus 36 equals c to the second. That's 72 when you add them up. 72 equals c squared. Square root both sides. You're going to get c equals square root of 72. Trying to think of anything that can come out of that really good. I know 9 can, and I know 8 can. 8 is not a perfect square root, so we're going to go with 4 and 2. I can square root this, I can square root that, so I get 3 times 2 times the square root of 2, because we can't take anything out of that, so we end up with 6 square root 2. So that is your answer. And actually, in geometry, you learn something that can tell you the answer right away without doing all that. Okay. What is the length of the hypotenuse of a right triangle with legs 9 centimeters and 12? 12, 9. Okay. So once again, formula. These are both legs. 9 squared plus 12 squared equals c squared. Well, 9 squared is going to give me 9 times 9, which is 81. 12 times 12 gets me 144 equals c. Okay, that's going to give me 5, 2, 2. Okay, square root both sides, square root both sides. This one just happens that if you take 15 and 15 out, it works. So your group would then be 15. C equals 15. It's a perfect square. Okay. What was the length of the triangle below? Wow, I really butchered this one. Okay, find the length of the hypotenuse. So you have, we need to find the length I feel like this should have been a leg. Okay, and you should have had a triangle that looks something like this. You get 5 centimeters and you get 13 centimeters. We have to find this leg. So question mark. Okay, now going back to your Pythagorean theorem, you know 5 squared plus, well, we don't know what this is, so I'm going to use that as b equals, and we'll make that a big B so we don't get confused. 13 squared, which is 169, equals 25 plus b to the second. Minus 25, because we got to solve for b. You get 144 b squared, square root both sides. That is a perfect square, so b equals 12. Okay, once again, I forgot to put the triangle on here. You are given a triangle, hypotenuse being 15 and 12 in A. So you got 12 squared plus A squared equals 15 squared. Okay. This is going to get you 225 if you square it. 144 when you take 12 times 12 plus A squared. So then you'd minus 144 over 144. You're going to end up with 181. A squared equals, square root both sides, square root both sides. You get A equals 9. Okay, that's your answer. A equals 9. Nothing too hard about that. Okay, converting the Pythagorean theorem. So, if a triangle of a length A, B, and C and A squared plus B squared equals C squared, then the image is a right triangle with the hypotenuse of the length C. So, okay. This is just a theorem or a property we're looking at. So don't worry about that. That's just explaining more to you what you're doing. Okay, now this one. You would have to see which set of these could be the side lengths of a right triangle. Well, this is going to be 6 squared plus 24 squared equals 25 squared. You calculate that out and see if it works. The thing about it is, you got to remember okay. So you have 6 times 6, which is 36. 24 times 24 is 576. And then 25 times 25, which is 625. When you add these two together, if it is a right triangle, they should equal each other. Now, one thing you got to notice is I put the biggest one as C. The hypotenuse must always, 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 always be the longest side. So, you have 4, which is 16, plus 8 times 8, which is 64, and 144 when you take 12 times 12. So these, no, that does not work. 10 is 100 plus 5, 76 from that one, and 625. That one's not going to work either. So now, 8 is going to get you 64 plus 225. 16 times 16, I don't know off the top of my head real well. Which is one I should know, is 256. So, oh, I made a mistake here. I thought that was 25, so I just put that in. 26 times 26 is 676. So this one, yes, does work. This one is no. So C would be the only one that works in this case. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing here. Could the lengths 20, 47, and 53 be the same? 27 squared, or 20 plus 47 squared equals 52 squared. 52 times 52, you get this, 2,704. 47 times 47, 2,290, and that should get you 400. So, I would say in this situation, it would be no. Because they would not equal each other. So no, this does not work. Because they are not equal. Which they have to be. And that's basically what they even go and state. Once again, worksheet. You guys will be fine. This is something you guys have done in the past, so it shouldn't be anything new to you guys. Thank you.